Yo, Chad, we're here with another episode of reactions. Is it an episode? All right, so this video, cop gets fired and arrested after fighting somebody. Intense altercation.
This episode covers the juvenile justice
That's
system,
what it is.
official misconduct, and battery by a
The
police
ones who
officer,
Mayweather.
and is brought to us by Illinois Times' channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On February 27, 2017, Officer Samuel Rosario and Officer Orlando Manzanares of the Springfield Police Department responded to a report of criminal damage to property in
This was in Springfield,
Illinois, and approached the home where 19-year-old Robert Humes lived with his mother and sister. The interaction was captured on Officer Rosario's body camera.
How we doing, bud? Better, huh? What's going on, man?
You see how this circuit?
What's going on, man?
Well, my daughter, she just like flipped out a while ago about a money deal. Tells me I owe her like $40 for changing hers. So she started flipping out. She busted the glass table, which table's no good, but she still had no business breaking my glass table, though.
Do you know which way she went?
No, I didn't see.
She went that way? You want to see if you can find her? I mean, we got at least criminal damage.
After speaking with Mr. Humes and his mother, Officer Rosario asks Officer Manzanares to try to find his 16-year-old sister, who allegedly broke a glass-top table. According to Section 21-1 of Article 5 of Title 720 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, quote, a person commits criminal damage.
Okay, this guy did his homework.
Damage to property when he or she knowingly damages any property of another, and the offense is a Class A misdemeanor when the damage to property does not exceed $500. Under Illinois law, a 16-year-old who commits a misdemeanor offense will typically not be charged with a crime in criminal court. Instead, prosecutors will file a petition in the juvenile court alleging that the child is a so-called delinquent minor, which Section 5-105 of Article 405 of Title 705 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes
The 555 deal. Okay, never mind.
Defines as, quote, any minor who prior to his or her 18th birthday has violated or attempted to violate, regardless of where the act occurred, any federal, state, county, or municipal law or ordinance. The juvenile justice system is meant to be primarily rehabilitative in nature, as opposed to the predominantly punitive character of the criminal justice system. And while individuals who are found guilty of crimes in a criminal court receive a criminal conviction, children who are found to have violated criminal laws in juvenile court are so-called adjudicated delinquent. However, in some instances, juveniles can be transferred to the adult system and tried in criminal court. For example, Section 5-130 of Article 405.
I'm guessing if it's like, like murder or something.
States that, quote, the definition of delinquent minor shall not apply to any minor who, at the time of an offense, was at least 16 years of age and who is charged with first-degree murder, aggravated criminal sexual assault, or aggravated battery with a firearm. These charges and all other charges arising out of the same incident shall be prosecuted under the criminal laws of this state. In addition to this statutory exclusion, which automatically transfers use to the criminal justice system, Section 5-805 of Article 405 allows for the
Section 555. 4445.
Transfer of certain youths 15 years of age or older who have been accused of a forcible felony in furtherance of criminal activity by an organized gang and have previously been adjudicated delinquent or found guilty of a separate forcible felony. In these situations, quote, if the state's attorney files a petition to permit prosecution under the criminal laws, and if the juvenile judge determines that there is probable cause to believe that the allegations in the petition and motion are true, there is a rebuttable presumption that the case should be transferred to the criminal court. Likewise, the statute also allows a minor 13 years of age or over of who has been accused of any crime to be transferred to criminal court if the state's attorney files a motion requesting the transfer and a juvenile judge finds that there is probable cause to believe that the allegations in the motion are true and that, quote, it is not in the best interests of the public for the case to proceed in a juvenile justice system. Here, because criminal damaging is a misdemeanor offense, it is highly likely that any charges would be brought in the juvenile court and not transferred to the criminal justice system.
She at least getting 2 charges. And if y'all don't give her both charges, I want both y'all badge numbers.
Oh, here goes the
Man,
badge
I ain't
numbers.
going for that shit.
Here we go. It's me, Mario.
Well, you know what? No offense, but if you're going to hear... Okay, keep walking then. Keep walking then. Yeah, first of all, you're not a police officer, right?
Well, I know exactly.
Did you go to law school? Did you go to police officer school?
Look,
You have a badge? Did you go through the academy?
No, I went
So
to
you
a
went to
boarding
court once or twice, so all of a sudden now you know the law. First of all, don't tell me how to do my job,
you ain't doing
all right?
your job,
I just got here. You don't even know me. If you want to do something then, son. Little kid, you call me over here and then you trying to threaten me, son? I'll have to slap you on some silvers and take you down to county. That's what I got to do, because what you going to do? False arrest? False arrest? You didn't just point that stick at me?
Is your camera on?
You see that red dot? It's on. It's on. It's on with your scary. Okay, sure. No, you watch what you say.
Yo, I feel it, bro. Like, you know, I mean, again, but like the guy in the body cam is a police officer with the body cam. Yeah, but you know, this guy just he's speaking his mind.
Watch what you say. You watch what you say, kid.
Oh, at this time, the officer approached him.
Know who you think you're talking to.
He also said that the cop also said he pointed the stick at him, which I don't think it was like, you know, like threatening. He was just like, yo, talking shh.
But first of all, you don't talk to me like that. You understand that? I'm here to help you. Before I even got here, you like, y'all ain't gonna do. I just got here. You. I'm right here,
Rookie.
I'm right here.
Okay. All right. So okay. I mean, this cop is gangster. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
Oh.
Is
Okay, that's assault.
it?
Yeah.
Is it? Because you went to court once or twice?
You mean I know my laws.
Officer Rosario engages in repeated arguments with Mr. Humes and eventually
That-
approaches him and pushes him. We will discuss
They're about to 1v1.
the legality of Officer Rosario engaging physically with Mr. Humes later in the session. For now, it's important to note that his verbal interaction with Mr. Humes almost certainly violated his department's policies. According to Rule 18 of the current version of the Springfield Police Department Rules of Conduct, which have been revised several times since this interaction occurred, quote, members will be courteous to the public at all times and will not express any prejudice concerning race, religion, politics, age, national origin, lifestyle, gender, or disabilities. Members will be tactful in the performance of their duties, controlling their tempers, and exercising the utmost patience and discretion, and will not engage in argumentative discussions even in the face of extreme provocation. In the performance of their duties, members will not use coarse, violent, profane, or insolent language or gestures. Here, although Officer Rosario's aggressive and argumentative conduct clearly violates this rule, as we have previously discussed in APA, an officer's violation of department policy is generally not considered to be illegal unless it also constituted a violation of a statute or other legal requirement. Under Section 33-3 of Article 5 of Title 720 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, quote, a public officer or employee
The 555 deal.
He commits misconduct when, in his official capacity, he or she commits any of the following acts: intentionally or recklessly fails to perform any mandatory duty as required by law, knowingly performs an act which he knows he is forbidden by law to perform, with intent to obtain a personal advantage for himself or another, he performs an act in excess of his lawful authority, solicits or knowingly accepts for the performance of any act a fee or reward which he knows is not authorized by law. The Supreme Court of Illinois explained in the 1991 case of Fellhauer v. City of Geneva that, quote, as the provisions of the statute indicate, a charge of official misconduct must specify the law allegedly violated by the officer in the course of committing the offense, and that a law includes a, quote, civil or penal statute, Supreme Court rule, administrative rule or regulation, or tenet of professional code. While there is no case law determining whether a police department policy would qualify as a law for the purposes of this statute, given the treatment of department policies in other cases, it is likely a court would determine that Officer Rosario's verbal conduct did not rise to the level of official misconduct, even though it was undoubtedly a violation of the department rules of conduct.
Okay.
Ma'am, if we find her,
What about the
she's
push?
going to be arrested for criminal damage. Did she hit you today?
You mean put your hands
Shut the up. Did she hit you today? I'm not a... You watch your mouth.
I said what I want. As soon as I put my hands on your punk, so I know how it's gonna go.
I'm not even going to take you to jail. I'll give you the freedom of that.
Man, you a
You want to put one or two?
I call you out here for my purpose, and you
Yeah.
and my son are, come on now, really.
Well, first of all, your son's got a mouth on him.
I know he does.
Yep, and now I can see why your daughter's acting all out of control. You want to throw some hands, man? We can throw some hands, and I won't even arrest you, man. I'll
Okay. Wait. where you get this cop? where you with
Let you go right in there. Oh, like I've never heard that before.
Can I have your badge? I mean, you just pushed me. I mean, I want that.
How long has he been a cop? He's probably. I'm assuming, based off of this, it's a very stressful day, or it's just he's fed up, or it's like he's like it's within his first year.
Number.
I pushed you?
Yeah, you pushed
And I'm not even a cop, but like I'm just saying.
me, dude.
Oh, really?
I want that number.
So you scared now?
No, I ain't
Is that what it
I
is?
want your
Okay.
number, though.
I pushed you once and you scared. That's why you scared. My camera is on.
Now it's on.
My camera's been on. What do you want me to do for you to put some hands on me?
Just come back over.
You want me to put my pistol away? You want me to put my badge away?
Come back over without your uniform.
I'm not even gonna tase you. I'm not even gonna mace you. I'm gonna give you these hands, and you're still gonna run your mouth. You're still scared, dude. I'm done with you. Dude, if you ain't gonna throw hands, just shut the up.
Okay. How this cop knew it was over for him. He knew he was gonna lose his job after this. He probably just didn't care. Like, yo, what's good?
If you ain't gonna.
Officer Rosario takes off his badge and throws it on the ground, then approaches Mr. Humes and shoves him for a second time. Mr. Humes retaliates, leading to a physical altercation, during which Officer Rosario wrestles Mr. Humes to the ground and punches him in the face and head more than a dozen times, even though Mr. Humes remained in a defensive position. Under Section 12-3 of Article 5 of Title 720 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, quote, "A person commits battery if he or she knowingly, without legal justification, by any means, causes bodily harm to an individual or makes physical contact of an insulting or provoking nature with an individual." As the Supreme Court of Illinois detailed in the 1982 case of People versus Mays, quote, "Although it may be difficult to pinpoint exactly what constitutes bodily harm for the purposes of the statute, some sort of physical pain or damage to the body, like lacerations, bruises, or abrasions, whether temporary or permanent, is required. Otherwise, there would be no need for the other type of battery, contact of an insulting or provoking nature." Additionally, under Section 12-3.05 of Article 5, quote, "A person commits aggravated battery when, in committing a battery, he or she knowingly causes great bodily harm or permanent disability or disfigurement." The Second Division of the First District Appellate Court of Illinois explained in the 1991 case of People versus Figures that while the term great bodily harm, quote, "is not susceptible of a precise legal definition, it requires an injury of a greater and more serious character than an ordinary battery. The question of whether the victim's injuries rise to the level of great bodily harm is a question for the trier of fact, which is neither dependent upon hospitalization of the victim nor the permanency of his disability or disfigurement. Instead, the determination centers upon the injuries which the victim did in fact receive." In the Figures case, the court considered the 1984 case of People versus Matthews, where it had affirmed an aggravated battery conviction based on great bodily harm, where the victim was struck on the head with a gun and received several full-force blows on the head and arms with a baseball bat, despite the victim's admission that she only had a bruise on her head. However, the court ultimately determined that the injury at question in the case they were reviewing, where the defendant fired a shot which pierced the victim's shoe but did not penetrate his skin, did not rise to the level of great bodily harm. Here, given the broad discretion given to the fact finder to determine if a victim suffered bodily harm or great bodily harm, it is certainly possible that a jury could determine that Officer Rosario committed either battery or aggravated battery in his attack on Mr. Humes.
Hold on, what the f***,
Don't arrest him. Don't arrest him. Already in
man,
He said, "Don't arrest him."
Like I told you, dude. You ain't about that life, kid. Like I told you, you ain't about that life. Now go inside.
This is his partner right here. Bro, I think I would have been doing the same. I would have just been like, bro, what? I probably would have been like, just I'll get out the way. Like, what? Like, I'm just
Go inside, we done here.
He got front row seats. He got front row seats. That guy's, I guess, OG's parents got front row seats. And they just, what? I mean, are there is his parents calling the cops? He's like, they're right there.
I'm not involved in that.
That's crazy.
Don't talk to me, okay?
Put my hands behind my back.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I'm sorry, but
This is a predicament. This is crazy. The cop that that he fought said he wasn't gonna get arrested or nothing, and then his partner was gonna arrest him. This is just horrible.
Don't talk to me.
Horrible situation.
I'm sorry, but your son over here needs some discipline.
Did it get darker?
I wish you would just get back in the street one more time.
Manny, should I give him one more? Should I turn this off and give him one?
Please tell me not one more happened. Please. This is okay. Wait. This is Illinois.
More? I don't think you want it, kid.
Come back later, why?
Ma'am, if she comes back, would you just give us a call, please? Okay, and we'll handle her accordingly.
Officer Rosario and Officer Manzanares.
Is he gonna fight her? No. I mean, okay.
Left the scene without any
I'm kidding.
further incidents. And Officer Rosario
Hopefully
later
not.
returned with several other officers to apologize to Mr. Humes. Mr. Humes informed Officer Rosario that he did not need to apologize. And when officers returned without Officer Rosario to photograph the injuries on Mr. Humes' face, Mr. Humes told them that Officer Rosario should be promoted. Immediately following the incident, Officer Rosario was placed on leave while the Springfield Police Department conducted an internal
He told the police to promote him. That's what.
Humes' face, Mr. Humes told them that Officer Rosario should be promoted. Immediately following the incident, Officer Rosario was placed on leave while the Springfield Police Department conducted an internal investigation.
Allegedly, right?
And he was terminated from his position on May 9th, 2017. He was also charged with official misconduct and 2 counts of battery in the Circuit Court of Sangamon County. And after a trial, a jury found him guilty of official misconduct and 1 count of battery for making, quote, physical contact of an insulting or provoking nature with Mr. Humes.
I guess when he pushed him.
However, the jury determined that he was not guilty of battery causing bodily harm. As a result of his conviction, former Officer Rosario was sentenced to 24 months probation and ordered to comply with mental health, substance abuse, and anger management treatment. When issuing this sentence,
That's
Judge
crazy.
John Madonia stated that the body camera footage of the incident.
That's how they lessen your thing. They say, yo, just take this classes, this anger management classes, these alcohol anonymous classes. You need help. Yeah.
Quote, absolutely has the potential to erode confidence our community has to place
100%.
our officers, and that he had, quote, a responsibility to impose a sentence based on the jury's verdict, but to also make sure it doesn't happen again, and that our community be confident that we're addressing these issues. Overall, Officer Rosario.
Okay, so this is him, but a positive because like I'm guessing he was the lead cop between him and his partner. Theoretically, ideally, his partner should have stepped in yo, no, like this is cop business. This is not how we should behave. But that's just me. I mean, I guess I did say if I was that cop, I would have been like, I think I would have just I'm like, what's going on? What the hell?
Rosario gets an F for maintaining a confrontational and
Wow, chicka, wow. So this guy raised cops. Okay.
aggressive attitude throughout the encounter, escalating the situation instead of confrontation.
By the way, this cop is a gangster.
Aggressive attitude throughout the encounter, escalating
he's
the
not a cop
situation
anymore,
instead
but
of
he's still
taking steps
gangsta.
to de-escalate when faced with Mr. Humes' hostile conduct, initiating a fist
That guy's
fight with
crazy
Mr. Humes
too.
and striking him repeatedly when he was on the ground in a defensive position. Well, I appreciate that Officer Rosario later apologized for his behavior.
All right. The 1v1 versus a cop and a civilian. Who do you guys think won? Okay. I don't want to make this this is this should not happen. Like nobody should fight physically ever unless it's like professionally. Right, don't tell me who you think won. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get better as a community. Yeah, stay out of violence.